Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. I guess I better turn my camera on so you can see who's here. Better still see who's not here on the panel right now. So, yeah, let's see. We got Dwight, Dave's Hobbies, Brian W., Steve's Structures. How y'all doing tonight? And as you can see, we're kind of slack on people here in the panel. So, anyone that wants to join in is welcome to. All you got to do is click the link on the posting, and it will bring you straight into here. Well, like Big Bill says, I guess we'll go ahead and do some homework right now. Yeah. November 13, we've got the fine scale bill. That's with Miles, Andy, Ralph, and Lloyd. I believe they're going to be starting a hydrocal kit, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Several people have built those. I like the way they take the color, take stains. They do look good for, especially old buildings. So, and yes, I do have the hiccups. I have not been drinking. Also, November 21. Yep, November 21. That's going to be Joe's train room. They're going to continue the operations and showing off how to do that. Joe's got the camera there in his layout room so he can be able to run a few trains and demonstrate what they're talking about. So that's been a pretty interesting show. And I'm trying to adjust my volume so I'm not clipping or getting distorted. I keep getting red lines here on my volume slider. Alrighty, let's see. We got Michael, Dave, MRL Train. Hey Chris, how you doing? And yeah, we ain't talking about that to White. He's talking about temperatures. He thinks he's cold. Okay, Stu, if you like getting distorted, you go right ahead. I can't do that no more. But anyway, we've gotten let me find my cursor here. Where did it go to? There it is. Try to figure out where I'm at here. This has gotten to be a regular production for me. I've got 3 screens now that I'm going from screen to screen to screen, so you'll see me look up. I got one straight up here, one over there, and one right there. Yeah, as if everybody thinks I can keep up with all this stuff. Yeah. But anyhow, what'd y'all think about Big Bill's last show with Glenn McFerrin? I thought that one came out pretty good. We've been trying to highlight some of the new people in the hobby here. Let people know who they are and what they're doing. We seem to be getting a few more N-scalers coming out now, so that's a good thing. I'd like to see a few G-scale. Maybe some steam runners in there if y'all know anybody. Let them know. Give us their name and contact. We'll get a hold of them and see if we can get them to come in and do a show. That'll be interesting. I think everybody else has been pulling overtime or something. Usually I've got 1 or 2 on the panel by now. Well, let's see if I can get this to work. Come over here, screen share. Oh, first I gotta get it up. Where is it? Oh, where did you go? There you is. Now we'll come over here and get the screen share. So he's probably going to start flashing on me. Yep. So I got to get up here and knock about on it so it will stop. Hang on, I guarantee it stops. This is something I just looked up. Y'all, we were talking about small size layouts. And I thought I'd throw a few up here, see what you guys had to say about it. Talking about maybe starting out 4x8s or something like that. Now these here I'm showing in SCARM are this is Markland HOC track. I have no idea what the C track is, but I found a couple of them that seem to be rather interesting and not take up a whole lot of room. I was looking at basically 4x8s and maybe a little bit larger. Hey, Jason. Yeah, it does, Stu. And it's got a lot going on there. In fact, let me see if I can get back over here to where it shows me the size of it. Yeah, this is HO scale, and it's basically a 8.5 by 5.9 foot layout, kind of a L-shaped. But I mean, you got your Y in there right here. Looks like we got a reversing loop, because it said reversing loop, yeah, with reverse loops. So we definitely have to put some AR1s in there, maybe one or two. Brian W. has got in here. What are your thoughts on using view blocks for these smaller layouts? Doesn't look like there is a good clean break for a view block with all the loops and interchanges. Yeah, you're right there, Brian. Like maybe what do you think about this? Just slide a short view block in right here and make this kind of a scenic area. You could throw a view block, say maybe in between these two tracks, separate them out, and maybe have an industry on each side. Something to that effect. Start to finish coatings. How you doing? Yeah, Stu said you could use some buildings for view blocks. That's true too. Get you some kind of tall ones, or kit bash a couple of tall warehouses. That could work too. Then we got a few more here. Let's see. I kind of thought this one was interesting. It said think big. Another HO. And it is big. It's almost 16.5 feet by 13.5 feet, but shouldn't have done that. It is kind of busy. I think I'd have to take a little bit out of that. But I kind of like the track work. I mean, there's an awful lot of track work in there. Looks like this here might be a engine facility maybe of some sort right there. Then of course you got tracks here, storage tracks, whatever. Got a town in the center. And you got a little bit over here, another town, small town, stub end tracks there. Alright, Brian said he's used a 1/4-inch blue foam as a view block that's 1 foot tall, not done yet, using dowels to secure it into the foam base. Hey, that's a good idea. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Got a few different pictures here of this one. I know they're probably not showing up too big, but that's the biggest I can get them. Let's see if I can go back here and find just some track plans that would be. Did not mean to do that. Alright, let's come back here. Here's one. Where did I just see the size of it? Almost 6.5 to just over 3.5 feet. Yeah, it's got some pretty good possibilities. Like I might see about taking some of these tracks right in here and pull them kind of out in this area, and then you could run a view block right through here, or go from end to end and have it kind of going through a tunnel, coming out of a tunnel on each side. That may work there. Says traffic, passenger, freight, shunting, switching, no reverse loops. That'd be a good starter layout. That would be something, good for an apartment. What we got on page 2? This is another one that's pretty busy, but it's a 6.6 by 4.1. Okay. Yeah, they got some in here. It's pretty busy. Where's Ralph at, Dwight? Oh. I'm looking in chat. He's on the panel. Hey, Ralph.
Howdy.
Doing all right? Doing okay, Ralph?
I'm doing just fine tonight. So
Hey.
far.
Sounding better.
Yeah. Feeling a little bit better too.
Yeah. I just kind of going through a few track plans, some small plans. We were talking about that the other night. And, maybe some starter layouts.
For yourself?
Nah, just looking. That's what we've been talking on a couple of shows about.
Okay.
I don't know what this Markland C track is. Is that something kind of like a Cato track? Sorry, got the road bed on it?
It is, but Markland has third rail. You don't see it. There's a little dimple or piece of metal that sticks up out of the middle of every tie.
even though it's HO.
Yep.
So you can't have a reverse loop then, right?
Well, I don't know. I've never played around with marking.
Yeah. Chris, MRL Trains, said, hey, Ralph.
Hey. MRL Trans.
Yeah, Chris. Holly.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, ding, ding.
Yeah, the light just went on.
There went the bell.
Yep. It was a light bulb moment.
See what else we might have here that could. Whoa. Here's one. I don't know why I keep double clicking these things. That's a 4x8, and that is pretty doggone busy to me.
If you took the actual roads, the automobile roads out, it wouldn't be so busy.
Oh no, there's still a lot of track in there.
Yeah, there is.
Up and over. That's let's see what we got down here. He's
Similar.
talking about in the description. It's got a couple of other pictures. Let's see what that looks like. That's going to be the SCARM 3D, I think.
Wow.
A bit of a container yard. Looks like a possible engine facility there on the right end of the table.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe a car shop and the engine repair here, or the other way around. This is kind of looking about like what Jim in Michigan was kind of doing on his.
Yeah.
Got you three track lift out bridge.
But that's around the wall.
His was too, but it's a half a room. He went around the wall too. Yeah.
Lift out bridge. If I was going to do anything, that's my choice. Around the wall, or if I wasn't going to use the whole room, it would be like two walls, corner.
Yeah, L shaped.
Yeah.
You got this one here that's 7.1 by 3.8. So a little less than a 4x8. Get a better overview of the track. Looks like some of it, the outside track's inside a tunnel there, so it'll disappear on you. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Which one?
The one near the bottom there, around that one there.
This one.
Yeah,
That's a 8 foot by 10.3.
around the room, and it's got a turnaround in it. Turnaround loop.
Got a industry section, scenic section. Couple of tracks going under. That's interesting. No, Dwight, I'm not thinking about doing any of these. I get some ideas, but if we can get the basement finished out, get the wiring done and all, I got an area that's 10 feet by 17. I think about around the wall.
That'll work.
Of course,
There's one door.
No, it's all open. It's down here in the basement. So it'll have one open end. Back half. Basement's split down the middle. The front half is, we got rooms there, but the back half is one big open area. But I got a door right in the center going outside. SCJ Railroad just popped in. How you doing? Oh, there's a 10.8 by 4.4. There's a 9 by 5. Looks like you got 3 tunnels in there. Somewhat of a mountainous looking scene for mining. Yeah, it's kind of dark, hard to see. Well,
His tunnels seem to be all on different levels.
yeah.
Hmm.
3 bridges. Roadway going under the track through a tunnel coming back out. That's interesting. Actually, he's got 3 long bridges and 3 short bridges. Got a turntable.
If that's 5 by 9, that's a small turntable.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's pretty big. That's 15.7 by 8.9. Here's one that's almost 6 feet long, a little less than a half a foot wide. Shelf layout. Yeah, he's got that kind of interesting.
Where's it going though? It's got tunnels at either end. Looks like it's going off in behind. Maybe it goes into the other room.
Well, I said it's only 6 feet by 5.8 feet by half a foot, 0.5. Oh, that's a big scale too. That's it said HO.
HO scale.
Yeah. They just run the engine back and forth.
Yeah. There's Mr. South Brooklyn Rail there. Say, Bill.
Yeah. It's kind of an overall. Yeah, it looks like he's just got an engine and 2 passenger cars.
Yeah, anything longer than that won't be going very far.
Yeah. S&J Railroad's got on here. He's said lots of programs that you can almost design track plans forever, even check changes to existing plans. I use one myself. Some load into JMRI. Bill is crossing the Verrazano Bridge. In other words, he's on his way home, probably. Oh, didn't hear. Evidently, Sparky 107's mother has passed away. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, let's see if we can see one more. Oh, that's something that'll fit a 4x8 with no problem. It's 6.9 feet by 2.8 feet. Kind of interesting. Almost like a figure 8. One loop and a partial loop.
Partial loop takes your storage tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like the partial loop is in a tunnel.
Actually, it's the red track that's on top of the tunnel.
Yeah. There it is there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a turnout down here somewhere hidden.
Underneath the bridge.
Yeah. Got a single track coming here, but you're coming out 2 different directions up here.
That's where you have to make one of those, what I call the Murphy panel, because Murphy's Law says if anything's going to go wrong, it will go wrong. And when it goes wrong, it's going to be underneath that bridge.
Yeah. Oh, that's a view from the other side. 2 tunnels coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel. Let me get on over here and choop. Yeah. Yeah. Shut screen share down for a little bit. Those are just the ones I was looking up online, Bill. They're scarms.
Johnny's toying with the idea, Bill.
I gotta get.
He says he's not. He says he's not, but
Now I gotta get this basement finished, and that's not going to happen this year.
Andrew.
Yes.
Andy, how you doing?
Good.
A long time.
Yeah.
What do you ever look relaxed today?
Huh?
Do you ever look relaxed today?
Oh, yeah. My wife went to visit her mother and took the little puppy dog with her.
Wow.
So it's been chaos for a couple of weeks.
Okay. I saw the pictures you posted last week of your modules that you're putting together.
Yeah. They're getting close to being done.
Yep.
It's time to hand them off and say, do your thing.
I did the hard part. Now you do the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Yeah, in fact, I just came from downstairs working on them. So it might look a little dusty. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a good thing I like sawdust.
Yeah, Greg, Brian, Chris, and I need to get together about the Arduino. See, what we got going on there. I was kind of starting back a little slow. We had an awful lot of shows going on at the first of the year, so I kind of had to slow down a little bit. So you almost done with your project, aren't you, Andrew?
Which one?
Not the octagon.
Oh, the octagon, that's coming up.
Yeah.
That's after I get this module built for Shane and get it sent off to him, and then we get into the octagon.
Is that Shane Mason or is that a different Shane?
It's a Shane Lambert.
Different Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, because what was I going to say? Senior moment. Yeah, Shane Mason's doing N-Scale. You're building that for HO, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard the latest? Shane Mason is now associate editor of Model Railroad News.
Really?
Yeah.
He moving up in the world.
No kidding.
I'm still not going to call him Mr. Mason.
I wouldn't go that far. Just buy him pizza and you got him.
Is that all it takes?
Yep.
Okay. Bill said his wife's driving, they're getting pulled over by the New York State Troopers. Yeah, they done caught Hot Rod again.
Yeah, they're pulling them over because they know it's Big Bill. Want to check. Oh, Miss Yay.
You working on another bus, Ralph?
I am, actually. I had another idea that I want to try. I have parts of. I don't have a complete one. I figure I have to do something to reuse the electromagnet for another project.
Yeah. How about levitating the people out of the sunroof?
Yeah.
Since you ain't got all the parts, you could have it sinking in quicksand or something.
Now there's an idea. We'll do the X-Wing fighter over the swamp, and Yoda's doing this.
Yeah. Oh no, Greg's asking anyone going to Train Fest. They got hot dogs there?
Yeah, that's this weekend.
Is it?
Hot dogs. Every train show I've been to, they had hot dogs. They weren't, but they had hot dogs.
Yeah.
Hot dogs are the standard at almost any show anywhere.
Hey, Prof, how you doing? We hadn't seen or heard from you in quite a while. Hope you're doing well down under.
Levitating layouts. Wow. Yeah, right.
Where is that Train Fest at anyway?
It's up near Milwaukee.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's a little fur for me.
Yeah, it's just a little bit outside of Milwaukee, I believe. I'm debating whether I'll go there or not. Milwaukee's only about an hour for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd just be visiting, right? Or are you going to take that bridge again?
No, there's. This is
Train Fest is not a great. From what I understand, Amherst is the better show to go to.
Yeah.
Train Fest is a lot of manufacturers displaying their stuff, not much being sold.
Well, the other thing I heard is they got a light, or I can't verify it one way or another. They have a height limit on their displays, 48 inches, and if you build to Fremo, you're at 50 inches to the top. So that kind of excludes you. I don't know. I even inquired about it if there was going to be anybody with Fremo there, and never really heard anything. I mean, they got back. Well, I think we might have somebody from Fremo, but so I inquired around. I hadn't heard anything of anybody setting up anything. So, oh well. Amherst, I'd like to make Amherst, but boy, that'd be a trek for me.
Yeah, me too. Wrong time of the year for me too.
Well, I tell you, I took that bridge to the Michiana Division in South Bend, Indiana. It's not that far. It's just around the bottom of Lake Michigan. I got back and I looked at my emails. It says, iPass took another $20 out of your checking account. iPass took another $20. And they took another $20. And they took another $20.
Oh, that's on. Okay.
Yeah, that's for Easy Pass, iPass. I can use it all.
Yeah.
But the problem is okay. I'm dragging a trailer with a single axle. If you ever go through those toll booths in Indiana or Illinois, you pull up with a vehicle, a pickup truck like I got, or a car, and let's say it's $2. But as soon as you attach a trailer behind it,
Yeah.
and it's only one more axle, that's $5.
Oh,
Can I pay for 2 vehicles? Nope.
Let's see here. Prof say he just started a new job and a new layout. Coincidentally, not related. Okay. Yeah, he said, you think Milwaukee Train Fest is far away? Yeah, he's going to send him a plane ticket. Yeah, so when you're talking about height limit there, Andrew, is that a height limit overall display or track height?
You know, I honestly don't know. It was a question I asked, and I couldn't get a good answer, so I didn't push it further.
I think it's track height because one of the complaints they had was the kids couldn't see above a certain height.
Right. The funniest thing about the bridge is actually it looks better when you view it from below.
I know.
It's be just like the real thing. You're looking up at it,
Yeah.
and it actually views better from a distance than right up next to it.
Oh, Prof said, South Brooklyn, you passed the roadside attitude test. Bill responded, was a bit over the speed limit, not by much. The troopers pulled them over. His wife's driving now. And he asked when she got her last ticket, and she said never. He told her, have a nice night. Not going to break her record. That's good.
Now, if Bill was behind the wheel, they would have nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked on the map to see how long it would take me to get from where I'm at to Amherst, and it's saying it's about 14 and a half to 15 and a half, almost 16 hour drive. Actually, it's 16 hours if I go through Canada, 14 and a half if I take the expressway all the way.
Where the hell are you?
I'm in Rockford, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
So pushing me through Canada pushed me up to Detroit, and then coming across.
Bill
Buffalo.
Yeah, Bill said, what a nice guy. Didn't even see the body in the back with the tarp over it. Prof got there, he said, not much.
Hand coming out of the taillight.
Yeah. Prof said, not much over the limit. Depends on how many Huskies are coupled up.
No, that's in Canada, not in New York.
Yeah. Yeah, Prof says 30 hours, I guess, to Train Fest.
Yeah, so for me to take that to Train Fest, I know you're probably looking at a couple of days in hotel or something, and plus the gas expense, and plus the tolls. It would be a big
Yeah.
But like I say, it's on my bucket list.
I guess Bill's had his excitement for tonight. Now it's his turn to sit over in the passenger seat going, I told you you're going too fast.
In my car, the passenger side floor is dented down from my wife putting the brake on.
Yeah.
That imaginary brake?
Yeah.
Doing her Flintstone impression.
Yep.
I always tell my wife, she tries to tell me where to park. I said, "You want to drive? I'll let you drive." No.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
Rob
get into
said,
the parking lot, go shopping or something like that. I'm thinking about pulling into the parking space on the left, and she's already doing one of these numbers pointing to the right.
Rob said typical track height that shows there is just over 4 feet. I thought they called them exhibitions. You caught up with Lloyd yet, Ralph?
Actually, I thought he was in. I saw him. I got notification that he came in to appear tonight for a while, and I haven't seen him since. No.
Yeah, I forgot I tried something here a couple of weeks ago. Found a place where I turned notifications off rather easily, and I've been wondering why I hadn't been getting notifications, and it just dawned on me I got them turned off.
That would probably explain it.
Yeah. Well, I turned them off so that people going in and out of the chat room wouldn't be dinging here on my computer. Be on the show.
You feel like you're in the carnival. Ding, 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 ding. We have a window.
Yeah. Rob says, anyone have pain trying to get a DCC++ rig built and working? Well, if you're using the raw motor shield, yeah, it'll drive you nuts. We done found that out. We don't know why certain motor shields will not work on the Arduino, but you kind of have to play around with the motor shields.
Andy's got one working.
Yeah, and
But he's not here tonight.
yeah, and also shoot, he just moved. He's up in Washington now.
Oh,
Robert, yeah, he's got one working. His worked first time out.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see, Prof said bumped into a RST32 bridge chip incompatibility. Not a hint on any DCC++ build documentation anywhere.
And he says it was the Uno incompatibility. Was that an original Uno, or was it a knockoff?
He's saying, was it the motor shield or the Uno itself? No, it's the motor shield. There's something about the motor shield that the Uno didn't like, and it wouldn't work right. Oh, Uno in his case, incompatibility. Yeah, Tim's got one working too. I know Ron's had problems, and I hadn't put mine together yet, but I think I may have the same problem too, because when I was ordering the parts, they were out of the ones like Robert got. I think Andy's got the same motor shell. Reason why theirs work. Alright, Prof, now you're getting into Andy's territory with knockoffs of CH340G bridge chips. Yeah, okay. You just got way out of my realm. Sorry about that, bud.
It's just like he wrote in a different language.
I'll wait till Andy, Tim, and Robert get it figured out, and then I ask him, all right, which of these components did you buy? I'll go buy it and put it together. Alright, he went and bought one with a different chip, and he said it solved the problem. Or solved. Oh. That's the reason why there's a black spot. Forgot to turn my camera back on. Yeah. There is a problem with lack of compatibility documentation. Been waiting on my phone to go off while I'm in the show. Gave my friend of mine my laptop. Had a couple of things kind of mess up on it. Makes it a little difficult getting it to start up. Then as we're leaving, I was going, oh, I didn't give you the full password. Here's the rest of it.
He goes, I forgot to give you the full code.
Yeah, he said, I'll probably give you a call later and you can tell it to me and I'll type it in then.
Did you forget to give him the full cord?
Yeah. Yeah, Prof saying that JMRI and DCC++ teams finger pointing at each other. Hey, yep. Andy will be disappointed. He's probably working. Couldn't jump in tonight. Since you're here, Prof. We'll be sure and tell him. Oh man, I had to work tonight. Dang it. Well, you know. He's out there making money, pay mine and Bill's Social Security. Well, you too, Andrew. Yeah. Aren't you on social?
Not yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got about a year. It was a 62 and a half. I got about a year and a half to go if I draw early.
Seems like every year now it comes around, there's something else that they want to take out of mine. Kind of had some serious thoughts about just saying, going back down to the office, go here, you can just have it back.
Yeah, I've been looking at if you draw early, how much can you work, and how much can you earn before they start taking the money back. When can you do all that stuff and everything else? So a lot of unanswered questions yet.
Yeah. Prof was saying with the street prices of some systems, power cabs, DCC++ isn't as much of a bargain as it might first appear. I don't know. Andy and them, they built theirs for less than $30. Now, admittedly, once you get it on kind of a big layout, you're going to need to put a 5-amp booster.
So what was it that Martin built?
Raspberry.
Yeah. Yeah, he did the Raspberry.
Raspberry with a Sprague.
But once you get so much on there, you still have to put a booster on there.
The nice part about the Raspberry with the Sprague is you have an SD card that's loaded with JMRI. This is the one that Marty makes. So it's got 4 USB ports, an Ethernet port. There's 2 power ones here, and then there's the, where is it?
On the side.
The SD card is right here.
And their port on the side.
There's also an HDMI port. I haven't had to set this up yet. When I do, I will be talking to Marty. There's a little bit involved. Beyond my pay grade.
Greg said you can add a second Sprague.
Yeah, the problem with power cab, you're talking NCE, I'm assuming. Power cab, you can't go remote, like wireless, with your controls. And if you do unplug it while you're operating, your train will stop because your controller is the brains of the system. It's quoted as over 260.
Yeah, but you can use your phone with a Sprague Pi because it's got Wi-Fi.
That's right. If JMRI, you can actually use your phone.
Yeah. It connects by Wi-Fi. You just need to download one of the free apps, depending on if it's Apple or Android.
Yep.
I think, what is it? That's something I did do, but yeah, Android's this engine driver. Mr. Jim, he just popped in. Yeah, MRL train saying power cab, JMRI, and phone, $150. Assuming that the phone is free, of course. Well, you might say it's free. Just about everybody's got one now.
Yeah, I don't know if we got a Comcast phone number now or not. My wife talked to Comcast. We have one of those introductory deals that last for about 2 years or something. I guess 2 years is coming up, so you got to go through the rigmarole of got to go for the new introductory one, or else you got to turn the box back in and they give you a new introductory. They were talking about something about phone. I says, "Oh, we get a phone number like we had last time, and we had no idea what the heck it is." We watch TV, and every now and then you see something pop up on there that says you got a phone call. I said, "Can't be anybody I know. I don't even know what the phone number."
Alright, Jim was just at a concert. He said he fixing to go to bed. He got to go work tomorrow. Oh, good that you popped in, Jim. We know you're still around anyway. Yeah, Prof and Chris now are talking. Debating the power cab and all in the wireless. Well, we're coming up on a minute 4. So I get, as the rhyme goes, a minute 4, I guess it's time to close the door.
Oh, you waited just to get that rhyme out?
All right. Phew. Okay. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Appreciate everybody over in the chat being in here. Good to see you again, Jim. Dwight, Chris, Prof, good seeing you again. Glad to see you could pop in. Give us some words of wisdom. Yeah. We'll have to try and get you and Andy back together. Drive me crazy on this chat. Them two get going. All right, don't forget November 13 is going to be Andy's show with you know who and the other guy and all that that's going to be on the show. Ralph Renzetti, Miles, Lloyd. They're going to be starting a hydrocal kit on this show. And then on the 21st, we're going to have Joe's Train Room, he and the track planner. So, and those shows, both shows are Tuesday and Wednesday. They start at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. So, check your time zones. And Big Bill's got another show coming up on December the 4th, I believe it is. That one will be pretty interesting also. So we'll catch y'all later. Have a good weekend. Yeah, it's kind of wet around me here right now. So if it's raining, keep dry. if it's cold, stay in, stay warm. We'll catch y'all a little later. You have a good weekend.
Hey, John.
Bye.